Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, all our tea timers, and welcome to Tea Time Tuesday once again from the Renewal Center. We're excited that you have taken the time to join us this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed that music. It was very refreshing, just being able to relax. And we want you to come into Tea Time this Tuesday afternoon for a time of pause and a time of a reset and building of resilience. And most of all, for a time to get your friends involved, get your family and your colleagues involved. Bring your tea. I hope you got your tea. I know I got mine, and I hope got her tea. Make sure you got your tea time journal. I got my journal. And then, most importantly, invite a friend. So if you invite at least one or two, we can fill up our time of engagement today. We're really excited about tea time this afternoon. Go ahead, like and share this broadcast. And then we're also broadcasting live over in our YouTube channel. So we want to get our subscribers up. Go ahead and like and join us on YouTube as well. Tell as many people as you can that we are streaming live over there. And we are welcoming you to a wonderful afternoon of Tea Time Tuesday. Good afternoon, everyone out there. Hello to everyone. Hi, Renita. That's our sister. Good to see you, and good afternoon to you too. It's good to see you. We're hoping that everyone is taking the time to stay hydrated and stay cool, because it is so hot everywhere. And so we're all about taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other. So we're encouraging you to make sure that you do that so that we can join together in our tea time community. And so we're going to start right now with our awareness for the month of July, which is National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And truly, this is an awareness that we want to honor. And in this month, we celebrate this awareness because it brings light to the many issues, our challenges that may be faced in the minority community. And we can learn more about how mental health impacts and also affects social well-being, which is so very important. We want to take the time to make sure that we are bringing strategies and tools that can help our mental well-being. And so we're excited about that. Once again, this is National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. Definitely want to spread the news and definitely want to get involved. So thank you for joining us and honoring with the Renewal Center this month, our awareness. And so let's move on to our tea of the week. So excited about our tea of the week, which is Moroccan mint tea. I like Moroccan mint tea. Actually, I had some yesterday. I hear you back there, Hope.
Yes, love it.
Yes, Moroccan mint tea. Here's a little bit of information about Moroccan mint tea. It is also known as Maghrebi tea or Algerian mint tea, which originated from Morocco and Algeria, North Africa. It's a very flavorful and popular mint tea that is enjoyed around the world, and it's enjoyed with hospitality. It is green tea. It's a spearmint green tea, mint tea, leaves that's joined with green tea and gunpowder green tea. Isn't that amazing? So this combination comes up with a really good flavorful tea, which is known as Moroccan mint tea. So we hope that you enjoy the Renewal Center's tea of the week. And so as we are moving into talking about our tea of the week, why don't you go ahead and join us by putting in the chat, what is your tea of choice? Or maybe you have lemon water. Some of you sometimes chime in with lemon water and all of that. Go ahead and put what you're drinking inside of the chat. And as we do that, let's take a moment to just say hello to one another.
Yeah.
Relax. Yeah, Hope is over there saying hello. We welcome you. We want to tell our other Tea Time community members hello this morning. Take a moment to just relax. Put in the chat what you're having so that we can move into a time to just reset ourselves. And what that means is by locating where we are. So we're going to locate ourselves today. Those of you that are joining that are new, that's just taking the time to locate where you are in the space that you're in by relaxing. And hello, Nita. Nita's having water. Okay, good. Hydrating over there. And so take the time now. Hope is going to put a video on for us to look at, to just focus in on some deep breathing and just locate where you are. Just relax your shoulders, your hands, and brush off the stress of the day. Bring some calm into your moment.
Right.
We hope that you enjoyed that moment of taking the time to slow down and locate yourself. You know, Hope, I almost felt like I was there at the edge of that beach. It was so nice to see that,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
vibrant. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to our time today of Tea Time Tuesday. Tea Timers, we really have an engaging topic today. So hope you are ready, have your antennas up because it's going to be really good. And Hope is going to take us into our Tea Time Tuesday today.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Again, welcome to Tea Time. Hello, Carmela. Good
Hello.
afternoon to you, and good afternoon to everyone that's viewing and everyone that will view this later. We want to welcome you to Tea Time, where we pause, reset, and build resilience. As we know, we've talked about various different subjects, the various different things. We talked about our tea of the week and what we're having today. And so I'm having actually a little bit of ginger ale, and I have my lemon water, which I drink every single day. I drink a half a quart, and that is actually getting cold. So I'm waiting. I want it to get really, really cold without having to put any ice in it. But I am enjoying this new day and excited to be here with all of you here on Tea Time. If this is your
Yes.
first time joining us, welcome. If you are a regular part of our community, welcome this afternoon. I hope you have your tea time journals and something to write with available. And we're going to talk about something a bit different this afternoon and hoping that we can embrace it and take some principles and notes from it that we
Yep.
will be able to grow. So, my first question is to our tea time viewers and to you, Carmela. What do you, when you hear reinvent, what do you think of? What comes to mind when you think of reinventing? What comes to mind to all our tea timers? I would love to hear your feedback and engagement regarding that. What comes to mind when you, good afternoon, Charlisa, when you hear the word reinvent on any level, what comes to mind? What do you say, Carmela?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is tweaking, changing, and like a makeover, refreshing a makeover of some sort. It's going
Yes.
back to the drawing board all over again, and it's like
Mhm.
a restart of
Yes.
something different.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So for those who are just coming in, make sure to like and share this broadcast. If you want to view us over there, join us on YouTube. We are live from YouTube as well. And Renita says new approaches or new ideas. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And when I think of reinventing, I think of it as embracing change and
Mhm.
like becoming a better me, a better
Mhm.
a growth of a journey of transformation.
Mhm.
Um, and it's not like really actually changing like who I am, but it's enhancing who I am.
Mhm.
And
Right.
it is a journey. Good afternoon, Michelle. Welcome to Tea Time Tuesdays. Glad that you are joining us here. So, we're talking about this afternoon, we're going to be talking a little bit about reinventing ourselves in the journey of transformation. And reinventing is new ideas, as new approaches and new ideas, as Renita shared. Um, and to add, it's a journey of continued transformation this afternoon. So if you're chiming in and you're viewing, let us know what you're having this afternoon. If you haven't yet, if you're having water or tea or coffee, please let us know what you are having, and also chime in on your own experience or your perspective on you're being reinventing yourself in the place of discovery, and it's also a place of growth
Mhm.
with new ideas and new possibilities. And so we're just going to talk a little bit about that. And we're first going to talk about, because reinvention brings forth change. So we're going to talk about first embracing change and the importance of adaptability. When you think of adaptability or you're thinking of change, what comes to mind? All right, she's having cucumber mint water today.
Now
That
that
sounds
sounds good.
really refreshing, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds really refreshing, being that
Mhm.
is warm outside, and water is refreshing and needed at this time. So, in order to understand the reinventing yourself, or a journey of transformation, um, and embracing change, adaptability is really essential, for reinventing ourselves. We need to be flexible to open in new experiences and new ideas. So, how can we say, when we think about how open we are to um, being flexible to new ideas and experiences? Go on ahead, and chime in. Carmela, how do you feel about where you are as far as adapting change, or adapting to new ideas and experiences?
Mhm. You're asking where I am. I think first of all, I'm looking within, or looking at where I am in the season of life of where I am, and it's just so many different aspects of that. It could be in my job, or my business, or my personal life, or my health, or my appearance. It could be anything that I want to tweak, because it may be in a new space, a new place, and looking to see, well, what needs to be adjusted. I think it's like an adjustment, or it could be a total change. It could be something that I want to restart in a new way. And I think, as Renita was saying, something as far as new approaches and new ideas, I think I would incorporating into my life some new assessments of where I'm at. Where am
Right.
I?
Yeah,
And how can
that's
I
good.
adjust to this new place that I'm at?
That's very good. And so when you say that, you said something there, that you said adjust. And so sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
have to embrace discomfort, stepping outside of our comfort zone and try new
Right.
things, and then be able to discover our full potential. Sometimes when we stay in the place of comfortability when it comes to growing and being reinvented, we're not able sometimes to really see our full potential. We're not able to discover our full potential until we come out of a place of comfort and sometimes embrace some types of discomfort in order for us to keep growing and keep expanding. And you guys can chime in when you're ready. You know, this is a great time in our lives where we can make the necessary changes to embrace the reinventing of our thoughts, reinventing of our ideas, being open to feedback, also as well, places where we can be open to be able to improve in certain areas. And it's not that something is necessarily wrong, but what we want to do is, like you always say, Carmela, you use the word maximize. Maximizing who I am means that I sometimes have to change up some things, critique some things, and reinvent some ideas and perspectives that would be good and good for my growth and my development and constant evolving. And so even in reinventing ourselves and stepping into some places that we may not be, maybe absolutely comfortable from. And in that, it's being resilient as well. Like, again, it may not mean anything is wrong. Maybe there was some setbacks or some things that may have happened, but we know that we're all about resilience here on Tea Time, and we learned what we learned from whatever took place, and then we bounce back in a stronger way, and that is resilience. So today we're talking about reinventing ourselves, and it's basically, for me, I thought of a journey of transformation because it is a continued journey. It's like the more that we move on our journey, the more new things that we learn, the more we're being reinvented and becoming the best version and maximizing who we are. So I would love for you guys to chime in. Is there anything that you wanted to add to that, Carmela?
Well, I just absolutely love the whole concept of reinventing ourselves. I love that because it gives us an opportunity to look at what have we outgrown. I know when I think about reinventing, it's usually at a place where, okay, I've outgrown this season or I've outgrown this. And since I've outgrown that, what does this new place look like for me? And so, it's a place of style. It's a good place, actually. It's a good place because you're unlearning and then you're relearning new things. And I love self-discovery. So, when you're bringing this to us today as a reminder or as a challenge for us to reinvent, I think that it's really a good place for us to be because nobody wants to be stagnant. But it's the light bulb that comes on and say, you know what, I'm ready to make a new adjustment,
Yeah.
a new makeover somewhere in my life, whatever level that may be. And for me, it's almost sometimes like integrating new habits and getting rid of some old ones.
Yes.
Sometimes that's a piece of it too.
Yes, I definitely concur with you regarding that because I'm in a place where I am currently reinventing some things and critiquing some things. And so in that change, I'm taking time to identify my passions and my purpose. And I'm taking time, knowing what my passions and my purpose is, it gives me, sometimes the direction that I need, and it gets me motivated to make these changes in the effort of things that matter to me. So when we're reinventing ourselves, we want to identify what we're passionate about and our purpose. And sometimes, we have to be, again, this is just reminding and encouraging us this afternoon, and you can take notes or chime in. When I think about it, I think about like the activities that bring me joy and bring me fulfillment. Sometimes we disengage from certain things that bring us joy and fulfillment, or we may need to re-engage with some new things when we think about it that will bring us joy and fulfillment. And so when in reinventing ourselves, it's like, what makes me have that passion? What am I passionate about? And then also I wrote down a question here that says, what am I good at? That was my question. I was looking for it. What am I good at? What am I good at? I begin to take time to identify my skills, my talents, and things that I do. that I'm naturally good at, and I build off of those things and I reinvent those things as well. And I see a comment has come in. And Renita, you can go ahead and take that if you want, Carmela.
Okay, Renita, she's saying this makes me think about focusing on the things that are within our control to help us move forward to where we would like to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
That's
Nita.
good. Thank you.
Michelle, she said, every time I shift into a new season, I give myself permission to adjust to the newest version of me. That's good.
Absolutely. Wow, that's good. That is good.
Yeah.
So there again, and I'm glad you guys shared that, because that is identifying, different things about myself. And also it gives me opportunity to be able to make decisions regarding like the things that I hold and values that I hold near and dear to me, which is a part of being authentic. I'm holding to the things that are dear and near to me, but it also helps me to make decisions in my shifting and my changing that actually shapes my actions and how I respond to certain
Right.
situations. Maybe in a previous season, I may have responded to certain things in a different way, but when I'm reinventing myself and I'm growing and I'm in a place of transformation, I take it upon myself, to be able to embrace the changes and navigate those things in the new place, in the new season that I'm currently in. So first, again, we're talking about transformation. We talked about, just to rehash a little bit, the importance of adaptability, being adaptable and reinventing ourselves and being flexible to new ideas and experiences. And then we're talking about just identifying our passions and our purposes and those different things that come along with that. One of the things that I realized that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it, is just sometimes there is challenges that do arise when it comes to, maybe reinventing ourselves. Some challenges may occur. And so when I think about the challenges that may occur when it's dealing with reinventing myself, I'm in a place and a mindset, and I want you to chime in on this, Carmela, where I'm overcoming restricting or limited beliefs. And sometimes those things in my mindset, the limiting beliefs or hindering beliefs, can hold me back from really operating in my full, potential, and being able to identify what those things are. So identifying, my mindset, I'm paying attention to the inner voice of how I speak to myself. And what am I telling myself as I'm moving forward in transformation to reinvent myself? What is my inner thoughts? What is the inner compass? How am I speaking to myself from within to understand the transformation that needs to take place outwardly? Because transformation of reinventing yourself starts from within. It starts from a mindset. And so what am I saying in my mind? What are my thoughts? What am I thinking upon that may be hindering or limiting me from really embracing reinventing myself or making the necessary changes? Did you want to add anything?
I think that's a good place to start. And first of all, everything begins with a thought. So we know that everything that we move out on is because of the belief system that we have. And so we can start there, starting there with developing a positive mindset about where we
Yeah.
are and about what we want to do. And so I really like that, because really it's looking at, okay, where am I? How can I make the adjustments? And then what mindsets do I need to get rid of? We talk about that here on Tea Time a lot. What do I need to move forward in a new place of thinking? Because once we change the way we think, then we can change, the trajectory of where we're going. And that can even be with this whole idea and concept of reinventing ourselves. And so once we
Absolutely.
can identify that limiting belief that that inner chatter that, we talk about, that one thing or that things or whatever it is that seems to draw us away from being the best version of who we are, I think that's what we can shift the way that we are thinking and build upon some positive things about what we want to do. And I think it goes
Absolutely.
back to, like you said, though, drawing out the best qualities of who we are and what we have.
Absolutely. And I agree with you. And you said something, it all starts with a thought. So for our tea time
Mm-hmm.
community, if you're writing, driving, or reflecting, I just want to challenge us to challenge the negative thoughts. Challenge the negative thoughts. Question the thoughts. Question the negative beliefs. Are they based on facts? Are they based on assumptions? Challenge those negative thoughts that would try to come in to try to maybe limit some things in our mindset. And so sometimes we have to challenge those. Sometimes the beliefs that are not matching up to what we're where we're wanting to go and how we want to move forward. And so when we challenge those negative thoughts, we begin to replace the negative thoughts with positive things. And I'll tell you, for me, replacing that is positive affirmations. I begin to speak positive affirmations to myself to trump the negative thoughts that would try to infiltrate my mind from moving forward in the purpose in reinventing who I am and being the best person that I can be. And so sometimes life situations can cause us to have those negative thoughts or here and there have a negative perspective. But I am going to challenge us all here on Tea Time. We're going to trump those negative thoughts. We're going to embrace positive affirmations. We're going to challenge any thought that would not be a part of where we're going and how we move and navigate. And we want to again replace those thoughts with affirmations and positive things and things that will build us up. Now, you said something about, again, a mindset, and mindset is really big because
Yeah.
that's where everything kind of cultivates from. Our mindset is our garden. If we think about a natural garden, the dirt and the cultivation of the dirt, which causes the flowers to be able to flourish and grow. And so in those gardens, you produce all types of fruit and vegetables. Just imagine that in your mind. And depending on what's put in the actual soil of the actual ground to be able to produce particular things in a farm, it is such the same, or growth in a farm or a garden or whatever, it's such the same as our mind. What are we allowing in our mind to cultivate in the soil of our mind, in the depths of our mind? And so in that, we have to continue to have a growth mindset. Now, when I think of when you say growth mindset, like what do you mean? Now, a growth mindset is that I'm going to learn to improve. I'm going to learn to continue to embrace the challenges and changes. And I'm going to see what some of my setbacks as opportunities for growth. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
see some of the things that seem to set me back as an opportunity that I can learn and that I can grow from them. And so I see
Mm-hmm.
some comments that have come in. Let's go ahead and share that. Michelle says, yes, a healthy mindset helps us to effectively navigate our new journey. And so, did you want to add anything or share anything, Carmela?
Well, I love this topic. Anything that has to do with mindset development. And one thing that I love that you opened up with, and is so true, even in our, when we're talking about adaptability and embracing change, it's a journey. But once you set off course to start, say, I'm going to start, I'm going to change, I'm going to reinvent myself, then you can keep in mind that it is a journey. And like you said, as a garden, you're cultivating it. I love the whole fact about the fact that it is a journey. And, you have to be gentle with yourself, but then you're being true to yourself, that you want to make some new adjustments. So I love the fact that this is a new, refreshing time to reboot. What better time now? You're presenting this for
Yeah.
us to make some new changes.
Yeah. And developing, again, we talked about earlier, and I thank you for adding that, because it's going right into what I was going to share, was challenging ourselves, meaning stepping outside of our comfort zone and try new things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something as simple as a restaurant. Say I have a set restaurant that I may continue to go to and that I may be comfortable with, but I'm being presented with other places that I can go. Now it's up to me to embrace the change of moving out of my comfortable restaurant where they know me by name
Mm-hmm.
to this new restaurant to be able to try new cuisine, new culture, and new food. So then I have
Mm-hmm.
to like kind of step out of that comfort zone and be able to and willing to try something new, meaning I challenge myself. It's just it starts with simple decisions. Sometimes we do have our places where we're comfortable, but also we won't know the new things or the new places, or in that restaurant maybe a dish I've never heard of or never tried, and I won't be able to embrace that if I'm not willing to go ahead and go and try this new restaurant. And I'm using that because that's something simple and that's something that's every day and that's something practical about that. So I'm all into trying new cuisines and having new experiences. But to have new experiences, you have to challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. Also, we have to also be able to have that feedback from other people
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that will be able to help us to identify areas of improvement, and that is more in a coaching platform. But even in that, we take the opportunity because we want to learn, to grow and evolve and embrace the journey of transformation. And the reason why we're talking about this on Tea Time, because this is a great opportunity to continue to build resilience and to continue to move forward in transformation and a mindset that we're developing a growth mindset. A stagnant mindset is a mindset that is in a place of just comfortability or wanting to be still or not wanting to move forward. But a growth mindset is saying that I am willing to try new things. I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone. I'm willing to enhance who I am on this journey to be able to receive the transformation so that I can receive the results that I so desire to see. Again, that transformation starts from within. All right, any comments? I see Monique here. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining Tea Time, Monique. Anybody out there, go ahead and chime in, share your thoughts about this, and how do you feel about this journey that you're on, and what you're planning to do and how to move forward. So we talked about having a growth mindset. Mindset is big when it comes to the reinvention of self. And reinventing is not about the outward appearance. The outward appearance is just the manifestation of what's taking place on the inside. And so what we're doing is we're overcoming maybe discouraging or limited beliefs. We're identifying what we're good at, and our passion, and being able to be resilient, and sometimes embracing change, being able to adapt to a new season in our lives. And so that's just really important when we're developing a growth mindset. Did you want to add anything, Camilla?
As you were talking earlier, and you were talking about making changes and newness, I wrote that down as a note as you were just kind of talking earlier. And one of the questions that came up to me was, what does newness look like to me? So if we're trying to embrace, when you were talking about the restaurant, and you want to get outside of the box, sometimes we might have to ask ourselves, okay, well, what does new look like to me? So you have some kind of pattern to go after. You have some kind of goal to go after. And so I was looking at that as a good place to start, is asking ourselves, well, or I'll ask myself, well, what does newness look like to me as I'm taking time to reinvent myself?
That's
What,
good.
what
I'm
do I
glad
want
you
to see?
said
What do I want to
that.
see?
That's good. I like that, Carmela. That's really good. Like, what does it really look like? What do I have in my
Mhm.
mind of what it looks like? And I just want to share a few things regarding what you said, which just took us right into um to our last part that we want to share on tea time, is just how you say you some people may say, okay, I want to take on changes. I want to reinvent myself, but how? And then you asked the question just now, how does it look? So first, when you say how does it look, that's a vision. You have a vision in your mind of what that looks like. And so first thing, it starts with a vision in your mind. Now, the vision, you may not have obtained all the things yet in the vision, but you have a vision. And so when we think of vision and think of the journey of reinventing ourselves and transformation, a journey of transformation, we have to take action. We have to be, like you said, set goals, define what I want to achieve, and set realistic goals. So we want to take on a mindset of setting what realistic goals when it comes to transformation. We want to be able, in setting those goals, like you said, how am I seeing this? So then you want to create a plan. And one thing I learned was creating a plan, because sometimes I would go right into the big part of the plan, but sometimes I myself, I would, and I call it a plan of action. I realized that I needed to break down the goals into smaller, manageable steps.
Right.
So something small is just significant as something big, because when you continue to keep taking the small steps, you begin to see the transformation being able to be taking place. So I will break down the big goals into smaller manageable. And what I'm trying to say is smaller steps. And then I would take action, take action with the small steps. If I have the step, it's better to be able to move forward than not move at all. Even if the steps are small, it's better to be able to move forward and not at all. And then one thing I found this out here, and I'm going to share, and I'm going to be transparent. When it came to like changing my diet or lifestyle of way of eating, and people who know me know I love to cook. I love to cook for people. I love to cook. And so I had to go forward and make changes in my diet. I was removing some things for transformation of more healthier, my body to be and ways to be more healthy. And when it comes to thinking regarding food. And so sometimes I would come down on myself so hard when I maybe didn't fulfill what I thought I wanted to fulfill. Right. I would just like, I messed up, I messed up, or however, and I would be so hard. But then one day while I was writing and journaling and reflecting, I just began to say to myself, stay the course. So stay the course, even if I may have not, fallen and learned to be resilient. So it was about consistency. Not so much of the mistake. It was about staying consistent, making a habit to take action on the plan on a regular basis. So what I'm saying is, though, even though I may have dropped the ball, sometimes I would get back up and I would stay consistent in moving forward in the plan. See, the thing about transformation and a journey of transformation is that we may make mistakes, or things may not go the way that we think they ought to go. But the thing is to be consistent in the plan that's set before you and just get up. And that's resilience. Dust yourself off, learn from it, and keep moving. Did you want to add anything, Carmela?
I was just thinking about, as you were talking about the journey and the plan and the moving and sometimes falling down and kind of falling away from the plan and making things, your plan manageable chunks, which I totally believe, because then it's easy to measure how far you're going. If you just take that big old chunk and you dive in and then you're like, I'm trying to reinvent myself. But it's just, I don't think that I can do this because I just didn't incorporate this new habit. But then, like you said, you break it down and allow yourself to take baby steps. And then as you make the baby steps, eventually you start moving into the direction of, having that reinvention or the new habits. You're forming new habits.
That's good what you shared. Michelle says that's a good question, Carmela. What does new look like determines how well you see? That's
Yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Keisha says consistency yields results.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
I started, it was like I was patient and then I started seeing results, even though, because sometimes we want results quick, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the results come with the consistency. And so I began to see the results that I so desired because I became consistent. And then another thing that we want to do and end with is celebrate your successes,
Mm.
celebrating your transformation,
Like,
recognize your achievement, and celebrate your progress.
yeah.
We have to have moments where we're celebrating our progress, celebrating our achievements, celebrating our transformation. The reinventing and transformation is a journey. It's not a destination, but it's a journey. So we want to take time to celebrate the things that we've done, the progress that we made, and appreciate what we have achieved. Sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
focus on what has not been achieved yet, and we miss the fact that we have achieved. And so we have to be able to celebrate what we have achieved and appreciate what we have achieved and acknowledge our growth.
Yes. Plus.
Acknowledging our growth, meaning recognizing how far I came
Right.
from where I and what I've learned. So how far I came from and what I've learned. So I'm going to acknowledge my growth, and I'm also going to do what? I'm going to be kind to myself. Sometimes we need to show ourselves some grace. We need to be kind to
Absolutely.
ourselves. Be patient and compassionate with ourselves. And so, did you want to add something? I'm sorry.
I'm just agreeing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm just agreeing what you're saying. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Some comments are coming in. All right. Yes, celebrating the small wins. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Embrace the new stuff, embrace that vision that you see in your mind. Be proud of who you are and what you have become and where you have come from. We have to celebrate those moments by being kind to ourselves and recognize the growth that has taken place. Recognize the growth mindset. Think about how you may have been 5 years ago, and then you just look and you sit and you reflect and you think about, wow, I have been on a journey, but I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to embrace who I am and be patient and compassionate to move forward within myself. And so that's what I wanted to share this afternoon with all of you, this tea time afternoon, as we understand the journey of reinventing
Yeah.
ourselves. Reinventing ourselves is not a bad thing. It's not to say that something is wrong, but what it is saying is that you're on a journey of continued transformation, discovery and growth, and exploring new things and new possibilities. And that is a journey. That's why it's important. And then I wanted to end with that, to celebrate yourself. So I just want our tea time audience just to be able to put in the chat, celebrate yourself, say something nice about yourself. Go ahead and hashtag celebrate yourself. Go ahead, hashtag celebrate yourself. I'm going to celebrate my successes, the little
Hmm.
wins, the big wins. It's a win. It's a win-win. And in the end, we are going to win. And so go ahead and put in there, hashtag celebrate yourself, and hashtag that, and think about that throughout your week, how and what you're going to do to celebrate yourself. The one thing I love about the journey of transformation, we have an opportunity to be able to see ourselves transform. I have the opportunity, and I tell you something, and I appreciate you, Carmela, and your transformational moment and the butterfly. And when I
Thank
think of
you.
the butterfly, I think of the transformation of where it started, and then it blossoms into something that is beautiful. The thing
Hmm.
about it, it's a progress for it to get to the point where it comes and evolves out into this beautiful butterfly. But in the stages of getting there, there may have been some challenges. There may have been some ugly places. There may have been maybe some failures and down moments. But the thing about it is that it's still moving forward. And so here
Yes.
we want to see time with telling you to continue to move forward. Move forward in consistency. Move forward with a growth mindset. Move forward in embracing new things, embracing ideas and new challenges. I'm going to challenge you this week, tea timers, to change up a routine. Think of something that you always do, something that you've been doing for a while, and just do something just simple to change up a routine if you can fit it into your schedule and see how different it may be. You may go outside and eat in the park, may have lunch in the park, or
Mhm.
you may go and just sit and look at the sunset. It may be something simple. It may be changing up your music, or changing up a perspective of you, or trying a different book on a different subject that you've never tried before. And so I'm really big on that. I'm big on culture, embracing culture, different types of culture, and learning different things from other people, and embracing that. And so I'm intentional about doing that. And because of that, I have learned so much. So it's just sometimes just the little things. I want you to be able to move forward in your transformation this week. And we have some comments coming in. All right. Keisha says, I agree. You can go ahead and take the next one.
We got
All
a lot
right.
of hashtags. Celebrate yourself.
Hashtags.
Yes. Celebrate
Celebrating.
our mood. Yeah, increases our faith to keep moving forward.
Yes. This is great. Celebrate yourself.
Yes.
All right. Celebrate yourself.
So
Okay.
important. Oh,
Continue.
Keisha
Yes.
saying, I love that continual transformation, forever evolving, celebrate myself. That's right.
Absolutely. Oh, this has been great tea time. I hope you're
Mm-hmm.
encouraged. And I want to challenge you all this week to do something out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Do something different, and see the experience, and maybe even write about it if you're led to write about it. But we want to thank you all this afternoon for tuning in for tea time. I'm going to let Carmela come and give our announcements to all of you this
Would love
afternoon.
to. Well, this is a great time as we come into our end of our tea time. This is Giving Tuesday. And you can join in with the Renewal Center in supporting the Renewal Center with your donations. And this is a great time to give. And so we're going to put that avenue of different ways that you can support the Renewal Center. We are a
Yes.
nonprofit organization, and we welcome you to join in with our Giving Tuesday and our Summer Giving Initiative and our challenge. So go right ahead and join us through giving. You can give these different ways. You can text to give, PayPal, CashApp. Of course, you can give on our website, and then you can mail a check to the Renewal Center at P.O. Box 1381, Concord, North Carolina 28026. If you download the mobile app, there is a convenient way there if you would like to donate to the Renewal Center. There's an option there that you can go ahead and become a partner with us and give on a monthly basis if you would like. So once again, this is our summer challenge, and we invite you to join in with us as we move forward with our programs and our initiatives here at the Renewal Center to keep the ball rolling. And so we do have a few announcements that we'd like to share. If you would join with us tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, we have the grief recovery webinar. Let's get started with that. If you don't know that we have a grief recovery program, this is the time to learn and to come and get involved. Join in with our free webinar. It's going to be August the 30th. Registration is open. Invite 2 or more friends to come with you. If you know someone that may be navigating through grief and would like to find out more information on how to get the healing process started, Grief Recovery Program is a great place to start at the Renewal Center. We have certified grief recovery specialists that will be able to bring this opportunity to you. But first, we want to let you know what it's all about. So it's Friday, August 30th from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It is on Zoom. You can register today and go ahead and get started. We want to provide these tools to help you navigate through any level of loss. And so we thank you in advance for signing up for our grief recovery webinar next month. Also, tomorrow we're going to be having reformative summer prayer. It has just been a wonderful place to come and hear what God is saying, and we're coming in unity. And this is a great place to continue your Wednesday evening. So come and join us at 7:30 p.m. And so there's some really good download that we have been having. It's going to be tomorrow. So we ask you to join in with us at 7:30 p.m. on Zoom. Also, I'll wait for the next slide before I jump. But we
I
do
don't
have
have the
other.
slide for the women at the well, but you can go ahead and
Okay.
announce that women
Okay.
at the well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys can go to our social media platform to find out more information. We just had our Women at the Well Bible study. We were finishing chapter 8 of Becoming a Woman of Purpose. We were talking about waiting. Oh, it was just amazing. And we welcome all of our newcomers that came. It's still time to join in. We're going to come back in August, the first Saturday in August. You can join in. And if you haven't registered, go ahead on our website and even on Facebook and go ahead and register so you can come and join us. The ladies have been having a wonderful time of fellowship and Bible study. Okay, yes, digital discipleship is this coming Sunday. And I'm telling you, every Sunday we've been bringing a renewal word to you. And we want to invite you, if you don't have a place to worship, or if you just would like to worship with us to just gain insight of what the word of God is saying, this is a good time to come and join us in our New You digital discipleship. And then you can register for that and get on the Zoom link as well on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Is that it, Hope, with the
I think
announcements?
so. Before we head off, I see Charlisa. Today is Charlisa's birthday, Tea Time
Yes,
Community. Let's
it is.
go ahead and give God this praise for her birthday
Happy
and her new
birthday.
year. Happy birthday, Charlisa. Continue blessings to you. Celebrate
Yes.
yourself. Do something great for yourself. And continue to
Mhm.
move forward. Everybody, just give a birthday shout out to Charlisa. Today is
Happy
her birthday.
birthday.
We are thanking and thankful for her new year. Thankful for her new
Yes.
year. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Enjoy
Yes.
your day. All right. The birthday shout outs is coming in. And this is great. All the love, all the birthday love. Isn't it great? Ha, that's so great.
Yes.
Yes. Happy birthday. Yes.
This is
Charlize,
wonderful.
you enjoy your day and have a special day. Again, that concludes tea time for all of you. Thank you so much for your time and engaging. We have a few seconds, so if you want to share what you received today and how you are going to move forward in reinventing and yourself, go ahead and share in the comments. Let's just go out with a bang. Let us know your feedback and what you received from today's tea time. All right. She's thank you. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Again, we are just so thankful for the opportunity to be able to come on with you guys for tea time. We're just thankful that you all are here. All right. And the comments are coming in. All right. Thank you again for joining us on our Tea Time Tuesday, where we pause, we reset, and build resilience. Hope you guys have a
Yeah.
great day. Looking forward to all of you. Seeing you all next week. Have a wonderful day and afternoon and week. Uh-oh. A season of renewal. All right.